WPVL FM test audio.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bitech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Bouse Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
Good afternoon and welcome to Platteville High School as we have reached the finale of the Platteville Jamboree. The Platteville Hillmen set to take on the East Dubuque Warriors in game number 4 of the Platteville Jamboree. Coming up next, we will have the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Back after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
New building, new name, new opportunities. An exciting new casino experience is coming to Casino Queen Marquette, soon to be Bally's Marquette, and we're hiring. We're looking for table game dealers, cooks, bartenders, and more. Full and part-time positions available. Enjoy competitive pay, growth opportunities, and a team-focused environment. Join us at our career fair at Marquette Community Center, 100 North Street in Marquette, Iowa, February 7th or 11th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Visit CasinoQueenMarquette.com for more information. Be part of the excitement. Don't miss it.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
Pregame 1.
Raleigh Cheese pregame show continues on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. East Dubuque squaring off against Platteville in game number 4 of the Platteville Basketball Jamboree. Tyler Dictanis and Kingston Clayton with you at the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Ayers Furniture in downtown Ridgeway for free delivery and heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home for what's sure to be the best seat in your house. Be sure to visit Ayers Furniture and AyersFurniture.com. No injuries to report on the Russell office's injury report. If you've been injured, contact Russell offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll set up the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups, the Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game, and the opening tip between East Dubuque and Platteville as our Raleigh Cheese pregame show continues on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Rain on game day doesn't faze Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles, just help at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
DQ presents the Spicy Menu. For a limited time, try the new Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket for $6.99 with spicy, bold strips that heat you up. Served with a side of famous DQ soft serve as a dip to cool you down. That's right, dip those spicy chicken strips right into soft serve, plus fries and toast, all for just $6.99. And add a new pineapple lemonade sparkler or cooler made with tahini. It's the limited time only Spicy Menu. Get it delivered in the DQ app. Happy, tastes good. Participation may vary.
Escape the winter chill at Mount View RV's Cabin Fever Weekend. Today from 9 till 4 and tomorrow 10 till 2. See their impressive selection of new 26 and 25 models inside their spacious showroom. And enjoy early bird specials with up to 20% off most in-stock parts and accessories. Mount View RV has the top brands of new and used travel trailers and fifth wheels at the biggest RV event of the season this weekend. Only at Mount View RV. Family owned since 1998. Exit 26 off Highway 151, Belmont.
Streaming on this Queen Bee radio station is powered by Cunis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Platteville. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models. Open Monday through Saturday with shuttles and loaner vehicles available too. Head to Cunis in Platteville.
The Rundy experience is simple. No gimmicks, no hidden fees, no pressure. Just the car you want at the price you see. RundyAutoGroup.com. Pregame 2.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by Lely Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Tyler Dictanis and Kingston Clayton with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, wrapping up our Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Our Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. For the East Dubuque Warriors, 15-9 overall, undefeated 7-0 in the NUI West, coming off a win last night against Scales Mountain, 67-43. And the Warriors are alone in first place, one game ahead of the Galena Pirates, who we saw earlier take down Lancaster on X1071. The starting lineup for the Warriors goes like this: a 6-foot senior, number 2, Ethan Schulting; a 5'11 senior, number 3, Xander Tierney; a 6'2 sophomore, number 23, Bowen Sherman; a 6'3 senior, number 25, Brady Dietzel; and rounding out the starting lineup, a 6'4 sophomore, number 33, Bo Dolan. And for the home team, the Platteville Hillmen, 7-8 overall, 3-2 in the SWC. Their last game was a win on Thursday night against Prairie du Chien, 72-25. Myron Ryder joining the 1,000-point club. He's back in the starting lineup. Whereas number 1 is the 6'1 senior, averaging 22.4 points, 4.3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2.5 steals per game. Also in the starting lineup, a 6'4 junior, number 2, Grady Poppy; a 5'10 senior, number 3, Jerron Blevins; a 5'10 junior, number 5, Brody Digman; and running out the starting lineup, a 6'7 junior, number 33, Jace Digman. Those are the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. floors in the Lancaster Richland Center and at FullersMilkerCenter.com. Our colors of the game brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. The East Dubuque Warriors in the traveling blue Nike jerseys, or Air Jordan jerseys, excuse me, with East Dubuque written in cursive in the front in white with red numbers and some red and white trim. The Platteville Hillmen in the home white Nike jerseys with Platteville written across the chest in maroon with maroon numbers and maroon trim. Those are the colors of the game brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Our scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. In the first 3 games of our Platteville Jamboree, Dubuque Hempstead beat Monona Grove 63-35. Galena over Lancaster 81-56. And Cuba City just beat Dodgeville 83-77, which sets up the final game, the 4th game of the Platteville Jamboree. And the teams are set to tip things off. It'll be Bo Dolan at center court for East Dubuque. And I believe it's Grady Poppy, number 2 at center court for Platteville. Ball is tipped, and the Warriors win the tip. They will work from left to right as we see it from the best seat in the house in the Ears Furniture broadcast booth, and as you see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Brady Dietzel lost the handle, and coming away with it is Jerron Blevins back the other way, and he'll lay it in for 2 on the steal and score.
Easy look for Blevins in transition. Coming on top.
Coming out front early, 2-0. Just almost 30 seconds into game number 4 of our Platteville Jamboree. Game number 3 of our triple header across our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. Ball skipped inside, driving towards the basket. Too strong off the backboard for Brady Dietzel, and the Hillmen quickly back down the floor. Brady Digman dribbles to the right corner, now out to the top. Catch and shoot 3 for Jace Digman. Airballs it short of the rim, trying to save it from going out of bounds was Grady Poppy. And the official blows the whistle. They say that he had his foot on the line, so Platteville will turn it over. Bo Dolan set to throw it in. Game today brought to you by Edward Jones Reese Wealth Management in Platteville and by Community First Bank. Free in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com. Member FDIC. Warriors able to navigate the full court press being applied by the Hillmen. Now a catch and shoot 3 on the left wing. Now a knockdown from long range by Ethan Schulting. Ethan Schulting averaging 13 points per game. Gets his first points there on the 3. Shot missed by Platteville back the other way. No good. Warriors back down the floor. Leading 3-2. 16:44 left in the first half. Shot off the back iron. No good by Xander Tierney. And the Hillmen back down the floor. Brady Digman finds an open teammate. Shot missed by Blevins in the right corner. And the rebound pulled down by Xander Tierney. Fast-paced, action-packed opening 2 minutes or so of this game, and a quick hand check foul will be called against Platteville. I believe this is against Blevins. It'll be a push, and it is his first. Game brought to you by Anytime Roofing. Visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project. Dolan at the left elbow, driving in. Trying to turn around on Digman, puts up the shot, and able to get the lucky bounce for 2.
Good find down low.
Well, Dolan extends the lead to 5-2. Warriors on top of the Hillmen. Myron Ryder dribbles out of the left corner, finds Blevins, open 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound collected by the Warriors. Xander Tierney pushing ahead, now a lob down low to Dolan, and Dolan trying to bank it off the glass, too strong. Able to get the offensive rebound, has it swatted out of his hand by Poppy, and now reloading and banking it in from the right elbow is Xander Tierney.
Off the glass.
Xander Tierney with some weekend banking. 7-2 the score. And ball lost out of bounds as it went off the hands of Jace Digman. And he was the last to touch it, so the Warriors will take possession with 15:32 left in the first half. East Dubuque 7, Platteville 2.
Hillman sticking with that press defense now to apply some pressure.
Xander Tierney on the receiving end of a half-court pass just across the center court stripe. It's poked out of bounds, and the ball will stay with the Warriors. The Hillmen were the last to touch it. Game today brought to you by Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialists in Platteville, Dodgeville, and AppliedMicro.biz. Inbound pass goes into the backcourt, and bringing it across the timeline is Bowen Sherman. And he will pull up for a jumper right side of the paint, and he knocks it down, and the Warriors out to a 9-2 start with 15:10 remaining in the first half. Blevins at the right elbow, gives off to Ryder in the right corner. Ryder, left-handed dribble, into the paint, trying to put up a shot. Shot's no good, but a foul against East Dubuque. I believe this is going to be against Brady Dietzel, and it is. And the first free throws of the game will be put up by Myron Ryder, who is one of the 3 players that joined the 1,000-point club on Thursday night. You had the call of that one on the PHSN broadcast, as Ryder does hit the first free throw.
For sure, Myron Ryder, high scorer on the team, averaging 22.4 points per game for the Hillmen.
Shooting 62% at the free throw line on the season coming into today's game. He's 1 of 1. And misses the second. Off the front of the rim, no good. Score stays at East Dubuque 9. Platteville 3 is a three-pointer made in the left corner by Ethan Schulting. That's his second three-pointer of the game. 12-3 the score. As a turnaround jumper by Ryder off the front of the rim, no good. Dolan with the rebound for East Dubuque. Bowen Sherman brings it down the floor, pushes ahead, and laying it in is Ethan Schulting. 8 points for him, and a timeout taken by Platteville. 14:37 remaining in the first half. 14-3. East Dubuque on top of Platteville. It's a 30-second stop. We'll keep it here. Tell you that our game is brought to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew, McNett Electric, are on call, ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. And by Claire Bank with 3 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. By Laley Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stogo, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. By Arter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel, and by Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. 14-3, East Dubuque on top of Platteville, early going in the first half. Just under 14.5 minutes to play in half number 1. Ball skipped inside, and trying to lay it in is Grady Poppy, and he does get the lucky bounce for his first points of the game. East Dubuque 14, Platteville 5. 14-12 left in the opening half. Ball across center court for East Dubuque. Now in the right corner, driving in, and shot missed by Xander Tierney, but some contact under the basket. Should be free throws coming up, or at least, I think, yep, free throws will be coming up for Xander Tierney.
That foul's going to be called on Myron Ryder.
First personal on Ryder. And at the line, Xander Tierney averaging 7 points per game and 46% charity stripe. First free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Today's game brought to you by Southwest Health. With over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Tierney misses both free throws off the front of the rim, and Platteville comes away with the rebound. 14-5, East Dubuque. On top of Platteville, driving in is Grady Poppy, and puts up a floater. It's no good, but a foul against East Dubuque will send Poppy to the free throw line.
East Dubuque foul number 33, Bo Dolan.
Foul goes against Bo Dolan. That's his first.
Shooting 2.
And Grady Poppy at the line, averaging 15.5 points per game. And gets a lucky bounce to convert his first free throw. Game today brought to you by Edward Jones Rees Wealth Management in Platteville and by Community First Bank. Free in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Poppy loading up for the second free throw. That one rattles out, no good. East Dubuque with the rebound. Warriors leading the Hillmen 14-6. Under 14 minutes left in the opening half. Owen Sherman on the high left side, picks up his dribble, lobs it over to Dolan in the left corner. Dolan trying to drive in, now kicks it out to the top, catch and shoot 3 off the backboard and then out of bounds. Last touch by Poppy, so East Dubuque will keep the ball, and they will inbound baseline left side. Anytime Roofing, visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project. Where's he get the inbound pass in? Catch and shoot 3 off the inbound, and knocking it down is Ethan Schulting, his third three-pointer of the half. 11 points for him on the game, 17-6. East Dubuque on top of Platteville, 13-19 remaining in the opening half. Grady Poppy gives it out to the top, catch and shoot three, back iron, no, shot missed by Poppy, and the rebound collected by the Warriors. And now another three for East Dubuque. That one missed off the front of the rim by Sherman. Second chance, put back is good to make it 19-6. Brady Dietzel with the points. He's the fifth different scorer for East Dubuque as Platteville puts up a three in the left corner. That one missed by Blevins. And the Warriors with the rebound coming back down the floor with 12:40 remaining in the first half. East Dubuque 19, Platteville 6. Floater in the lane off the back iron, no good for Schulting. And rebound poked out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Platteville will inbound with 12:34 left in the first half. 19-6. Warriors in front. McNett Electric and Belmont can assist with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call, ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont by Claire Baker with their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. Blevins open three, left corner. Nothing but net. Jerron Blevins with the triple. That's his 28th of the season. 19-9. East Dubuque in front of Platteville in game number 4 of the Platteville Jamboree here at Platteville High School. On the high left, it's lobbed over into the corner. Driving in is Sherman, and he puts up a floater off the front of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound, and the putback is good. What a move. What a finish by Gavin Stewart. Gavin Stewart off the bench, averaging 5 points per game. Gets his first points of the contest right there. 21-9. East Dubuque in front of Platteville. High school boys basketball on X1071 of the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Ducanis and Kingston Clayton with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. On the high right side is Brandon Straight. Dribbling in and has the ball knocked out of his hand. Thought there might have been a foul. No whistle though. And fast break back the other way. Left-handed layup is good for the Warriors. Ethan Schulting with another 2-point deposit. Makes it 23-9. It's a full timeout. We'll take it too. Back after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pre-game 3.
Diane from Michigan, a disabled senior citizen trying to get by. Henry from Florida, a veteran fighting to make ends meet. Elena from Arizona, a mother struggling to feed her daughter. Hi, I'm Connie Britton, and I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year, like Diane, Henry, and Elena. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
RPG came through the belly of the aircraft. We don't talk about the female combat wounded. These are our daughters and our sisters and our mothers. Wounded Warrior Project came into my life and taught me how to stand back up and get back in the fight. The truth is, I think we all have this strength inside of us, but until you're tested, you just don't know it's there.
See how Wounded Warrior Project empowers women veterans like Beth by visiting woundedwarriorproject.org/empowerwomenvets.
Pre-game 3.
11:20 to play in the first half. East Dubuque 23, Platteville 9 on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And to bring you the rest of the first half, here's Kingston Clayton.
Brandon Straight, three-pointer, no good. Too much on that one. Rebounded back over to East Dubuque. Long pass on the right side. Last touch by Sherman. That's going to be a turnover. And Platteville will retain possession. Again, 11:04 left to play in the first half. East Dubuque with the early lead, 23-9 over Platteville.
The Melby Friedner Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Friedner Home and Crematory of Platteville.
Top of the key is Poppy. Left side pass over to Zielinski. Top of the wheel now is Digman. His quick three-pointer. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded back over to the Warriors now. In transition now is East Dubuque. Left side pass intercepted by Brody Digman. In transition, no good on the layup. The putback by Poppy. It's up and it's good. 11-23 now. Platteville trails East Dubuque. 10:30 left to play in the first half. Hillman with their press defense still. Left side is Sherman. On the right side now is Schulting. His three ball, no good. Rebounded back over to the Hillman. Poppy in transition now. Left side pass over to Braden Straight, the sophomore for three. It's up. It's good. Braden Straight from beyond the arc. 14-23 now. Hillman trail by 9 to East Dubuque. 10:05 left to play in the first half. Right side is Sherman, guarded up by Ryder. Right side kick out beyond the arc is Tierney. And it's going to be an offensive foul called on East Dubuque. And that one's going to be on number 32. Excuse me, number 23, Bowen Sherman.
Game today brought to you by West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster.
Excuse me, foul on Bo Dolan, 6-foot sophomore. Right side is Digman working down low, past the Ryder. Top of the key now is Straight to reset the Hillman offense. Digman back to Straight. On the left side is Ryder beyond the arc, driving down low, 3-on-1. Right side Digman, his three ball, no good. Rebounded and tipped away, back over to the Hillman. Braden Straight, right side to Digman. Driving down low, 2-on-1. Puts up the jumper. It's good for Brody Digman. Hillman trailed now by 7, 16-23, 9:25 left in the first half of play. Right side now is Sherman taking it up for the Warriors of East Dubuque, guarded up by Myron Ryder. Gets the screen on the left side from Dietzel. In trouble now, kicks it now on the left side. East Dubuque driving down low, the layup's up, and it's good for Tierney. 25-16 now, East Dubuque on top of Platteville. 9:02 left to play in the first half here in the Platteville Jamboree. Left side is Digman, crossover. Top of the key is Straight. Hands the ball over to Poppy, resetting the offense. Now in the corner is Brody Digman. Brody Digman now guarded heavily on the top of the key now, and a bounce pass to Ryder. Back to Digman, his three ball, no good off the front of the iron. Rebounded back to Sherman of East Dubuque. Sherman working the defense now, has it tipped away, and that one was last touched by Platteville. 8:35 left to play in the first half. East Dubuque on top of Platteville, 25-16.
Herbson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herbson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herbson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herbson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville.
Schulte down low pass to Sherman. Sherman working on Poppy. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded back to Platteville as Braden Straight got that one. Ryder in transition now. In the corner for Blevins. His three-pointer, no good. Off the front iron. Rebounded back over to East Dubuque. Bowen Sherman, the 6'2" sophomore, taking it up court for the Warriors. Guarded up by Myron Ryder. Bounce pass on the top of the key on the left side in the corner. And top of the key now is Schulte and his mid-ranger. It's good. Schulte knocks that one down, making it an 11-point game. East Dubuque on top of Platteville, 27-16, 7:55 left in the first half. Poppy in the corner now for the Hillman. Top of the key now is Braden Straight. Trying to get it outside, tipped away by Sherman. Sherman, 2-on-1, he's got numbers. Passes to the teammate down low is Dietzel. Now on the top of the key, in the left side corner, jump shot, it's good. Number 13, it was Schultz, as he knocked down the jumper. 29-16, East Dubuque on top of Platteville. Braden Straight down low to sophomore, one-handed layup. It's up, and it's good. The pretty layup for Braden Straight now cuts the lead to 11. Hillman trail East Dubuque, 18-29, 7:15 left to play in the first half. Picks up his dribble now is Sherman. Down low pass is tipped away, and East Dubuque gets the rebound. Right side is Dietzel. On the top of the key, passes too much, and that one's going to be over the back. That ball's going back to Platteville.
Today's game brought to you by Russell offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington, and by Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialists. The pros at Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster.
Back here in the Platteville Jamboree, last game here on Extreme 107.1. Top of the key is Brody Digman for the Hillman. Knocks it out over to Grady Poppy. His three-pointer, no good. And it's going to be Dolan getting the rebound now for the Warriors. Schulte driving on Zielinski. Pass on outside over to Dolan. Back on the right side beyond the arc is Schulte driving down low with a tough layup, and it's good. 31-18 now is the score. East Dubuque on top of Platteville. 6:30 left to play in the first half. Jerron Blevins taking it up for the Hillman. Down low on the right side to Zielinski in the corner. His three ball, no good. And bobbled away as Jace Digman, the 6'7" junior, gets that one. And the Hillman will reset the offense now. Brody Digman gets the screen from Zielinski. Thought about the three ball, driving down low. 2-on-1, and he kicks it back out to Zielinski. Left side corner three for Poppy. It's up. No good. And East Dubuque now retains possession. Ethan Schulting, now the 6-foot senior, taking it up for the Warriors.
17 points for Schulting in this first half.
Top of the wheel on the left side now in the corner is going to be Dolan. Down low pass and speed. Too much contact as Grady Poppy hacked Sherman. So Bowen Sherman, the 6'2 sophomore, will be going at the line to shoot two.
Breckler Insurance Group. For all your insurance needs, see Steve Landowski at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and at WCC-brands.com, and Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at ColeAcersGolfandGrill.com.
The first free throw is no good. So he's the leading scorer for this East Dubuque Warrior team with 13.4 points per game.
Game also brought to you by Culver's of Platteville. Welcome to Delicious. Try their made-to-order butter burgers and fresh frozen custard. Dine in, drive through, or order through the app and take your food to go. Culver's in Platteville, proud to serve the community for over 29 years.
Sherman trying to make it a 14-point game. Second one is up, and no good. 0 for 2 on free throws, but East Dubuque gets the rebound now to reset the offense. Now top of the wheel is going to be Schultz. Schultz guarded by Poppy, gets the screen, picks up his dribble. Now top of the key. On the left side is the floater. It's up and no good for Schulting. Rebounded back over to Platteville as Myron Ryder keeps that one in bounds. Gives it over to Belevins. Ryder in the corner. Pump fake now, driving down low, and Grady for three. Poppy gets it to go. Grady Poppy from beyond the arc makes it a 10-point game, and now it's 21-31. Hillman trail East Dubuque. 5:10 left to play in the first half.
Hillman applying pressure in the backcourt.
Now it's going to be Sherman, the leading scorer for the Warriors, taking it up, guarded up by the other leading scorer for the Hillman, Myron Ryder. Left side pass down low by number 11, and the layup is good. I'm not sure if that's on our sheet for number 11.
Gavin Stewart.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
Gavin Stewart. So Stewart gets that easy bucket. Now 12-point lead for the Warriors as we have a quick whistle down low. It's going to be a foul. So that one's going to be on number 13, Jackson Schultz, as that's going to bring up as the fourth team foul for the Warriors.
All right, is stream today powered by Kunis Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram of Platteville. The Kunis Service Department cares for all makes and models and is open Monday through Saturday. Head to Kunis in Platteville.
Now Brody Digman trying to reset this Hillman offense. Down low is Digman, driving onto the right side, pass over to Ryder. In the corner for Belevins is three. No good, in and out, rebounded back over to Schulting of East Dubuque. Now a lot of pressure as Jerron Belevins did get a hack in there on Schulting. That's going to be the Hillman's fourth team foul. So now 33-21 is the score. East Dubuque on top of Platteville. 4:28 left to play here in the first half. Now left side is Schulting, guarded up by Belevins. Gets the screen from Sherman. His mid-ranger, it's up and true for Ethan Schulting. The 6-foot senior knocks that one down, making it a 14-point game. East Dubuque on top of Platteville, 35-21. Ryder driving through contact, 3-on-1, gets the ball swatted away. And that one will be staying with Platteville.
TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Ginger and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville.
Box set up now for Mike Hoosier's Hillman under the basket. Right side is Poppy. His three-pointer. No good. Too much as it's rebounded over by Myron Ryder to reset the Hillman offense. Ryder driving down low, 2-on-1. Lots of contact. And he makes it with the and-one opportunity for Myron Ryder. Myron Ryder now at the line to get the and-one opportunity. 3 points now for the leading scorer for the Hillman.
Game also brought to you by Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the LA National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton.
Ryder gets the and-one opportunity to go. Now Platteville trailing East Dubuque by 11. Now on the top of the key now for East Dubuque is Schultz. Schultz guarded up by Straight now. Gives it over to Schulting. Bounce pass on the right side to Stewart. Now in the corner. And it's going to be Tierney. Picks up his dribble now. In some trouble. Gives it the top of the key to Stewart to reset this East Dubuque offense. Left side now is Tierney. Now in the corner to waste some clock. Down low pass to Stewart. And gets it tipped away. Stolen by Braden Straight of Platteville. Straight's got numbers, 2-on-1 through contact. And we have a whistle as Braden Straight got called for traveling.
3:21 left in the first half, 35-24. East Dubuque on top of Platteville. Our game today brought to you by Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware. Do it best. See Rob Krantz in the crew for full service repairs on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts in Fenimore.
Ball tipped out of bounds and will stay with East Dubuque.
Also brought to you by Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Mofford, and at Sloans.com, and by Bus Electric. Call Brad, Adrian, and Josh Busher at Bus Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore.
Ethan Schulten taking it up for East Dubuque. Pass over to Schultz now, and almost stripped away from Ryder as Tierney retains possession. Left side is Stewart in the corner, gives it to Tierney. Tierney over to Stewart now beyond the arc, driving through contact, and the ball is blocked away from Grady Poppy. Ryder in transition, one-on-one. His layup, it's good. 6 points for Myron Ryder now, and 26-35. Hillman trail East Dubuque with 2:45 left to play in the first half. Yeah, between the legs is Schulten on the left side now in transition. Mid-ranger, no good. As East Dubuque gets their own rebound, and through contact, the putback, it's up and it's true. As that one was number 33, Bo Dolan, the 6-foot sophomore. 37-26 now, East Dubuque on top of Platteville. Braden Straight, quick three ball, no good. Rebounded back over to East Dubuque. Warriors trying to score some more points now for the half ends. Left side now is Schulten. Bounce pass, it's going to be stolen away by Braden Straight. One-on-one for Straight, the layup, it's up and it's good for Braden Straight. Hillman now down by 9, 28-37 as they trail East Dubuque with under 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Now it's Schulten, gets the screen from Dolan. Schulten has it knocked away from Myron Ryder. 2-on-1 for the Hillman, pass down low to Poppy, back to Ryder, and the layup, it's up and good. Myron Ryder, 8 points now. Hillman trail by 7, 37-30. East Dubuque on top of Platteville, 1:35 left to play in the first half here in the Platteville Jamboree. Last game here on X1071. Bounce pass down low, and we have a quick timeout called by East Dubuque.
Minute 29 remaining until halftime. 37-30 is the score. And it's a 30-second stop. We'll keep it here. Tell you that our game is brought to you by People's State Bank. For personal, home, business, and ag loans, visit one of their area convenient locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. By Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control has over 40 years of professional, friendly service. SoundCloud is where you can find archived audio of our broadcasts. Download the SoundCloud app and search Queen Bee Radio Sports, powered by Herm's Ace Hardware and Home Center, and by Edward Jones Resource Management in Platteville. Game also brought to you by Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and AppliedMicro.biz. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC, and Anytime Roofing. Visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project.
37-30, East Dubuque on top of Platteville, 1:25 left playing the first half here in Platteville, Wisconsin. Right side between the legs is Stewart. Stewart driving down low on the right side beyond the arc. Down low back to Stewart, working on a 2-on-1 over to Dolan. Dolan, the right-handed layup, it's up and true. 9-point lead now for East Dubuque, 39-30. East Dubuque on top of Platteville with about a minute left to go in the first half. Braden Straight now, the sophomore for the Hillman, taking it up. Pass on the right side beyond the arc to Myron Ryder. Ryder, the leading scorer for the Hillman, just reached 1,000 on Thursday. On the top of the key, back over to Brody Digman to reset this offense. Digman in the corner for Poppy. His quick three ball. It's good and true for Grady Poppy as he nails that one. 6-point game now. Hillman trail 33-39. Under 40 seconds left to play in the first half. East Dubuque on top.
Second three-pointer of the game for Grady Poppy.
Left side, and it's going to be Stewart with a tough layup, and it's good with the and-one opportunity. Gavin Stewart through contact. Lots of contact down low, and it's going to be Stewart shooting two. Coming into this game, East Dubuque, 7-0 in conference play and 15-9 overall. Platteville is 7-8, 3-2 in the SWC.
Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and AppliedMicro.biz.
First one on the way is No good off the and one opportunity. Right side is Ryder now. Under 30 seconds. Down low pass to Brody Digman. And the reverse layup. It's up and good. Brody Digman makes this a 6-point game. He'll trail 35-41 to East Dubuque. Under 20 seconds left to play now in the first half. And a quick timeout called by East Dubuque. Scott Schaber has his team come over to talk this one over.
And it's a 30-second stop. We'll keep it here to tell you that our game is brought to you by Southwest Health. With over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. And by Lely Center Monroe, call your local deer automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Lely Center Monroe. And by Utter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel. 16.2 seconds left in the first half. East Dubuque 41, Platteville 35 on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. On X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by Lely Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Coming out of the East Dubuque timeout, they're set to inbound in front of their own bench.
Two high-powering offenses now to close out the first half. Under 15 left to go in the first half. Right side is going to be Dolan. Top of the wheel. Back pass over to Schulting. Schulting down low. Over to Dolan, and the and one opportunity as it's going to be an offensive foul called on Bo Dolan. So 41-35 is the score. East Dubuque leads Platteville. 2 seconds left to play in the first half. So one desperation shot to close out the first half. Right side to Ryder. And the shot was not off from Poppy, and it was off the front of the rim, as that will close out the first half of action here on X1071. East Dubuque leading Platteville 41-35 in the first half.
All right, our McNett Electric halftime report coming your way after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game one.
I think it's just vapor. Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
I left the military with a traumatic brain injury. I came home to fight depression, anxiety, and alcohol.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Madam Greathouse, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
With DAV's help, I've built a new life for myself.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just experiencing life.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
In game one.
Halftime at Platteville High School. East Dubuque leading the Platteville Hillmen 41-35 in the fourth and final game of the Platteville Boys Basketball Jamboree. Our McNett Electric halftime report coming your way after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game two.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. Maybe you're not sure how you'll make rent, or you lost your job. When you don't know where to turn, let 211 be your guiding light. Our guides are ready to connect you with the help you need.
211, how can I help you?
Call or visit 211.org. 211. Get connected. Get help. A message from United Way and the Ad Council.
In game two. In game three.
My son Finn was born with congenital heart disease and spent the first 8 months of his life in the hospital. Starlight Children's Foundation has played an important role in our lives. For 5 weeks as a baby, Finn lived in a Starlight Hero wagon instead of having to sleep in a hospital bed. Starlight provides moments of joy for families like mine at a time where there's very little to be found. Learn more about how Starlight brightens the lives of sick kids by visiting starlight.org today.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
In Game 3.
High school boys basketball on X1071, sponsored by Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team. Dr. Brad Winsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Coming up after this break, we'll recap the first half scoring of our game here at Platteville High School in the final game of the Platteville Boys Basketball Jamboree. And at the half, 41-35, East Dubuque on top of Platteville. The McNutt Electric halftime report coming your way next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
So, what's the asking price on these houses?
You'd probably be more comfortable living somewhere else.
How long is the lease?
Sure, you can afford to live here, but...
How about the schools?
We have twins.
This neighborhood probably wouldn't be right for your kids.
If a real estate or rental agent says anything like this, you are being discriminated against, and it is illegal. If you experience housing discrimination, go to HUD.gov/fair housing and report it. Fair housing. The law is on your side. A message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
There are places, people, and conditions in this world that almost seem beyond hope. But not when Mercy Ships is there. Mercy Ships is a place restoring sight to the blind, happiness to the outcast, and joy to the brokenhearted. Mercy Ships is the reason why hope is now in sight. To learn more, go to mercyships.org.
In Game 4. In Game 5.
I'm Dr. Miller, a dentist and a volunteer for Dental Lifeline Network. DLN is a nonprofit that has helped me literally change the lives of people in my community through the Donated Dental Services program. DLN asks dentists to volunteer to see just one of the many patients in need each year. If you're a dentist or know a dentist, please share this information. Like me, they can make a real difference in someone's life. DLN makes it easy.
Go to willyouseeone.org to learn more. That's willyouseeone.org.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
In Game 5.
Grant Regional Health Center and People State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Halftime score 41-35 East Dubuque. On top of the Platteville Hillman in the final game of the Platteville Boys Basketball Jamboree. Tyler Dictanis and Kingston Clayton with you at the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. This is our McNutt Electric halftime report. For all your electrical needs, call McNutt Electric in Belmont. Individual scoring, East Dubuque led by Ethan Schulting with a big first half, 19 points, including 3 3-pointers in that opening half. 6 points apiece for Gavin Stewart and Bo Dolan. 4 points for Xander Tierney, and 2 points apiece for Jackson Schultz and Bowen Sherman. As a team, East Dubuque is 0 of 5 from the free throw line, and they had 2 3-pointers. 3 3-pointers in that first half, all of them coming from Ethan Schulting. And the Hillmen are led in scoring by Grady Poppy with 11 first half points, including 2 3-pointers. 8 points for Myron Ryder, 7 for Brandon Strait. 5 points for Jerome Blevins, 4 for Brody Digman. Jace Digman started but has not scored for the Hillman in the first half. As a team, Platteville shooting 3 of 5 from the foul line, and they have 4 3-pointers in that first half. And Kingston, it looked like it was going to be a rout early on. East Dubuque pulling away 14-3 early on, but then, the Hillmen have battled their way back, able to cut it down to a 2-possession game heading into the second half. A lot of positive things for Platteville, you would think, heading into half number 2.
Yeah, definitely, and that offense kind of showed. I mean, really high pace for both teams in transition, really getting their buckets. And for Platteville, it was early on, not really setting the offense up, kind of throwing those shots up, and East Dubuque getting the rebounds and putting those in transition. So it's a big game for Grady Poppy and Ethan Schulting, obviously, for East Dubuque with 19 points in the first half.
Yep, looking forward to seeing what the second half brings, and we will bring you the second half after this break. This has been the McNett Electric Halftime Report. For all your electrical needs, contact McNett Electric in Belmont. Second half coming up next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
I will be right by your side.
Women can have it all, including heart attacks. But symptoms like jaw pain, nausea, unusual fatigue, dizziness, and backache are often different and more subtle than for a man. The fact is, heart disease is the #1 killer of women. Know the signs. Learn more at getheartchecked.org. From Women's Heart Alliance, in partnership with Women Heart.
In Game 6.
Start of the second half from Platteville High School. East Dubuque on top of the Platteville Hillmen, 41-35 on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. An update on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. The SWC SWAL Clash going on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Team scoring, Lancaster in first place with 161 team points. Iowa Grant Highland in second, Mineral Point third, Riverdale fourth, and Belmont Platteville fifth. John Satterley, Scott Tolzman, and Chuck Rasmussen calling the action again on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Basketball today brought to you by Century 21, affiliated in basketball. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Call Century 21 in the basketball. And another Shoebox scoreboard update. The Wisconsin Badgers beat Ohio State 92-82. That was over on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL. And second half now underway. Kingston, take it away.
Jace Digman going up, and he draws the foul from the air ball from Jerome Blevins. So he'll be at the line to shoot 2. Again, coming from the first half. East Dubuque on top of Platteville, 41-35. And Jace Digman looking to get his first couple points at the free throw line.
Second foul against Ethan Schulting.
First one on the way. It's up and true for Jace Digman. The 6'7" junior gets his first bucket of the game.
Update on the Shoebox scoreboard. Briggs Weigel of Belmont Platteville, the champion at 132 pounds.
And the second one up and true as Digman gets 2. And a 4-point lead now for the East Dubuque Warriors on top of Platteville. Now to bring it up for the Warriors is Sherman. Right side pass on the top of the key to Dolan. Back on the right side, beyond the arc. Picks up his dribble as Dietzel. Driving down low is Schulting on Digman. And finding a man down low as the foul coming up, as it was Sherman going up for the layup, and he gets hacked. So he'll be at the line shooting 2.
Basketball today brought to you by the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville. Offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville.
Sherman's first one up and true.
Sherman now 1 of 3 at the foul line today. West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Chunkier Joe Cranston, the West End Salvage team for recycling, as well as construction and demolition waste 2. West End Salvage of Lancaster.
Sherman's second one on the way, and it's good. 2 for 2 at the line for Sherman as he makes it a 6-point Warrior lead over Platteville. Left side pass from Ryder over to Digman. And in the corner, pump fake is Blevins beyond the arc. Left side, reset the offense up is Brody Digman. Now a bounce pass from Blevins to Digman, and he puts up the layup. Jace Digman, as he makes it a 4-point game. Hillman trail East Dubuque 39-43, 17:05 left to play in this one. Press defense now still from the Platteville Hillman, as it's going to be Sherman taking it up for the Warriors. Down low on the top block is now Dolan. Dolan pass down low as it's stripped away from Sherman's hand by Grady Poppy, and in transition a 2-on-1 and a layup by Myron Ryder is up, and it's good. Hillman now trail by 2 points, 41-43, as East Dubuque is on top of Platteville.
Myron Ryder now in double figures with 10 points.
Now beyond the arc is Sherman driving down low, and his jump shot is up, takes a couple bounces, and no good. Rebounded back over to Jace Digman, and Brody Digman in transition now for the Hillman. Gets it stripped away, picks up his dribble beyond the arc. Now is Grady Poppy. Poppy top of the key. Now driving down low is Ryder as he draws the foul, and he'll be at the line to shoot 2. So Myron Ryder in this game so far, 10 points, the leading scorer on this Hillman team.
Today's game brought to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville.
First free throw is good for Ryder as he makes this a 1-point game, 11 points for Myron Ryder.
Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington, and Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected needs and major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster.
To tie the game. And it's all tied up at 43 as Myron connects with the second free throw. Ryder with 12 points in this matchup. 16-12 left to play in this one. All tied up now is Bowen Sherman on the right side for East Dubuque. Trapped by Poppy and Ryder. Trying to get it away and tipped away as Ryder maintains possession. And transition and a bounce pass to Grady Poppy, and his layup is good. Grady Poppy has the Hillman's first lead in this one. 45-43, Hillman on top of East Dubuque. 15:45 left to play in this one. Left side pass beyond the arc is Sherman. Bounce pass to Dolan. Down low working on Poppy. Dolan up, and he draws the foul. Bo Dolan will be at the line to shoot 2 now. 6'4" sophomore.
Platteville on a 10-2 run to open up the second half.
That one's going to be on Jace Digman, his first personal and second team foul for the 6'7" junior. Now Dolan's first free throws up, and it's good.
Dolan now with 7 points on the game. Our game today brought to you by Breckler Insurance Group. For all your insurance needs, see Steve Lindeski at Breckler Insurance in Fedimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years.
Dolan's second one is up and good, and all tied up at 45 now here in Platteville. Left side pass over to Ryder. On the top of the key is Poppy. Crossover move to Blevins. His 3 ball. It's good! Jerron Blevins from beyond the arc makes it a 3-point Hillman lead. 48-45, Hillman on top of East Dubuque. 15:22 left to play in this one. Press defense now from Hoosiers defense, and tipped away from Poppy. And another tip, it was last touched by Ethan Schulting of East Dubuque.
WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and at WCC-brands.com, and by Colakers Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at ColakersGolfandGrill.com.
Brody Digman taking the inbound for the Hillman. Right side working on Schulting. Picks up his dribble on the left side now is Jerron Blevins. Thought about the 3, bounce pass over to Digman. Now on the top of the key is Digman as Brody Digman. Quick pass on the left side to Blevins, and his 3-pointer, it's good. Splash from Jerron Blevins, and the Hillman on top by 6, 51-45. Hillman lead East Dubuque.
Blevins with his third 3-pointer of the game.
And a little reverse layup for Dietzel. It's up and good. And he cuts the lead now to 4 as East Dubuque trails Platteville 47-51. Poppy on the top of the key for the Hillman. But down low pass to Ryder in the corner. And Blevins 2-on-1 as he gets the ball stripped away and retains possession as maybe he called a timeout, and he did. So at this timeout now, Hillman retained possession, and Platteville takes the lead 51-47, 14:26 left to play in the second half.
30-second stop. We'll keep it here and tell you that our game is brought to you by Claire Bank with very convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, and by McNutt Electric at Belmont. They can assist with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNutt Electric are on call, ready to help you. McNutt Electric in Belmont. By Southwest Health, with over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. And by Lely Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Lely Center Monroe.
Back here in our last game here on X1071 of the Platteville Jamboree, as the Hillmen are up on top with their first lead in the couple last minutes of the in the second half to start off, with their 10-2 run being on top 51-47 on East Dubuque. Right side pass to Zielinski is three ball, no good, too short, rebounded back over to East Dubuque. Now left side in transition is Sherman. Sherman working on Blevins. Spin around, move, and a jumper. It's up and good for Bone Sherman. East Dubuque trailing by 2, 49-51 to Platteville. Quick three ball from Poppy. It's up, no good. Too much on that one. And East Dubuque gets the ball now. Tierney, left side pass over to Schulten in the corner. Pump fake from Sherman, driving down low, 2-on-1, and no good on the basket. As it's rebounded back over to Poppy for Platteville. Quick one-handed pass from Digman, and no good on the layup is Jerome Blevins as he turns that one back over to East Dubuque. 51-49, Platteville on top of East Dubuque. Now Schulten losing control, and the layup no good as we have a foul called on the floor. That one's going to be on number 25 of East Dubuque. That one's Brady Dietzel.
Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here.
51-49, Platteville on top of East Dubuque. 13:30 left to play in this one. Poppy on the top of the key, left side pass over to Ryder. Braden straight for three. It's good. Braden straight puts the three ball down, and Platteville's on top by 5. 54-49, Hillman leads over East Dubuque. Warriors trying to answer back now. Left side is Tierney, picks up his dribble. Right side long pass over to Schulten, the highest scorer on this Warrior team. Trying to reset the offense now is Bone Sherman. Pass over to Dolan, guarded up by Zielinski. Again, it's going to be tipped away from Grady Poppy. One-on-one for Poppy, one-handed layup, and it's true for Grady Poppy. 56-49 now, Hillman lead over East Dubuque. 12:45 left to play. Press defense now from the Hillman. Left side gets the screen. Schulten working on Digman. Crossover move, takes up his dribble, and a quick timeout called by Shaber's East Dubuque squad.
12:36 remaining, and it's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 12:36 remaining in the second half. Platteville leading 56-49 on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Hello, my name is Andrea Delzell, and I've been using a wheelchair since I was 5 years old. If I had one message for the general public, it would be relax. Some folks get really flustered around disabled people, so they just pretend we're not there. I've actually had waiters talk to my companion and completely ignore me. People with disabilities just want the same respect and consideration as everyone else.
This is a message from United Spinal Association. Download our disability etiquette booklet at unitedspinal.org.
These are the sounds of a dinner. A dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America. 200 food banks strong.
In Game 7.
12:36 remaining in the second half. 56-49. Platteville on top of East Dubuque on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. East Dubuque inbounding on their side of the floor. Now driving in is Xander Tierney. Puts up a floater off the back iron. No. Scramble for the rebound collected by Ethan Schulten to keep it on the East Dubuque side. Gavin Stewart with the ball. Called for a screen. Doesn't get one. And a cross-court pass to Dolan. Dolan picks up his dribble, sets a screen for a teammate. Driving in is Schulting, and Schulting tries to put it in. Shot's no good, but a foul against Platteville will send him to the line with 12:07 left in the half. It's going to be a blocking foul on number 5, Brody Digman, his first, team's third. And Schulting at the free throw line. And Schulting swishes the first free throw. Gives him now 20 points on the game. Schulting averaging 13 points coming into this matchup, shooting 66% at the foul line. And the second free throw gets the lucky bounce. Schulting now with 21 points on the game, 56-51. Platteville on top of East Dubuque. Just over 12 minutes remaining in the second half. Brody Digman in the paint, looking for someone to pass to. He'll hand off to Ryder on the high right side. Now over to Poppy, and Poppy gets hand checked by Gavin Stewart. It'll be the first on Stewart, team's fourth for East Dubuque. 11:51 left in the second half. Platteville 56, East Dubuque 51. Poppy gets the inbound into Ryder. Ryder lost the handle, but able to recover and hands off to Blevins. Blevins with a crossover dribble, driving into the paint, kicks out to the corner. Now driving in, shot ricochets off the bottom of the backboard for Brandon Strait. And East Dubuque quickly back down the floor, and an offensive foul called against East Dubuque. It's going to be on Bowen Sherman as he was crossing center court. I don't know if that was a body check or what that was. It looked like a ticky-tacky foul from our vantage point.
Yeah, definitely, as you kind of heard it from below, too.
Platteville will inbound in front of the East Dubuque bench. Grady Poppy set to throw it in. And this is game number 4 as a timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, wow.
All right. So
I've seen that before.
So someone's being escorted out of the gym. But 11:36 left, 56-51. Platteville on top of East Dubuque. Platteville inbounding in front of the East Dubuque bench. The final scores from the other games at the Platteville Boys Basketball Jamboree. Dubuque Homestead beat Monona Grove 63-35. Galena over Lancaster 81-56. And Cuba City beat Dodgeville 83-77 as a shot made by Jerome Blevins extends the Platteville lead to 58-51 with 11:20 to go. Warriors looking for some offensive momentum here in half number 2. Inlet pass to Schulting. He results in a tie-up, but it's a foul against Platteville. It's going to be a hold against the Hillman. It'll be the second personal on Brody Digman. Sherman inbounding baseline left side. Ball works its way to the top to Schulting. Schulting gives to Sherman on the high left. Now inside. Dietzel driving. Lost the handle out of bounds. Last touch by Platteville. 11:01 remaining in the second half. 58-51. Platteville leading East Dubuque. Warriors inbounding baseline right side. Inbound pass gets in. Turnaround jumper. Foul on the floor before the shot. Another foul against the Hillman. That's quickly the third on
Brody Digman, yeah.
All of his fouls coming in the second half.
It's going to be the Hillman's 5th team foul.
Bowen Sherman's inbound pass gets into the right wing, now to the free throw lane as Sherman lost the handle driving towards the basket, and he's the last to touch it, so East Dubuque turns it over. Unable to cash in on multiple fouls called against Platteville. Platteville lead stays at 58-51, 10:50 to play. Blevins with an overhead pass to the corner, catch and shoot, 3, knocked down by number 21, Brandon Strait. His third three-pointer of the game, 13 points in total.
Great shot from Brandon Strait, the sophomore.
And all of a sudden, Platteville in front by 10, 61-51, 10.5 minutes to go. Ethan Schulting Dribbling from the right to the left side. Now to the left wing. Getting a screen from a teammate. Gives inside to Dietzel towards the basket and puts it off the glass for 2. Brady Dietzel now with 4 points for East Dubuque. 61-53 the score. Platteville turns it over under their own basket. Ball jogged across the center court stripe as Schulting cutting towards the basket. Shot missed by Bowen Sherman, but a foul against Platteville will send him to the line. It's going to be against Grady Poppy. That's his third.
16th foul for the Hillmen.
Sherman at the line. And Sherman gets the lucky bounce. He's now 3 of 5 at the foul line in today's game. Edward Jones, Reeds Wealth Management in Platteville, and by Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. See bank.com. Member FDIC. Sherman converts the second free throw to make it 61-55. 10 minutes left. Myron Ryder with a floater left side of the paint, but a foul and free throws coming up for Myron Ryder. Ryder with 12 points on the game. He is 4 of 5 at the foul line so far tonight.
And if you look, Tyler, 4 Hillmen in the game with double digit or more points.
4 players in double figures. That's balanced if there was ever such a thing. Ryder hits the first free throw. Both teams now with 6 fouls in the half, so 1 foul for each team puts each team in the bonus. And let's see. Yeah, they say the foul is on Xander Tierney.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, that would have been the third on Ethan Schulting, and that would have been a huge foul for East Dubuque.
100%.
Ryder with the second free throw. Gets the lucky bounce. Platteville 63, East Dubuque 55, and Ryder knocks it out of bounds in front of the scores table. Ball will stay with East Dubuque. They will inbound between the scores table and their bench. Xander Tierney throws it in. Blevins guarding him along the sideline, throwing into the backcourt to Bowen Sherman. Sherman brings it across, and Ryder comes away with the theft. Myron 1-on-2 the other way, and the layup is good. Myron Ryder with a steal and score, giving him 16 points on the game. 65-55, Platteville in front by 10. In the lane is Stewart, gives it out to the left corner, catch and shoot 3, knocked down by Ethan Schulting.
24 points for him.
Ethan Schulting playing out of his mind with 24 points. 65-58, 9:20 to play. On the high left, catch and shoot 3 for Grady Poppy, trying to answer. Ricochets off the left side of the rim, and a foul on the rebound. And they're going to whistle up Myron Ryder for a push.
Yeah, and that brings the bonus up now.
So 1-on-1 coming up for East Dubuque. Or do they say this is on Poppy?
Must be, as we see Grady Poppy checking out.
Thought they signaled Myron Ryder at first.
I think I did too.
So it's team foul number 7 on Platteville regardless. So a 1-on-1 coming up for the Warriors, and it's going to be Xander Tierney at the foul line. Tierney is 0 for 2 at the line so far tonight. And the free throw is knocked in. He earns another. They do say it was on Myron Ryder. That is his third, so that is a big foul for Platteville.
16 points for Myron Ryder in this one so far.
Second free throw for Tierney is knocked in. Platteville 65, East Dubuque 60, 9:12 to play. Blevins brings it across center court, gives off to the high right side to Straight. Straight back out to the top to Blevins, swung over to Digman on the high left. Now in the right corner, back to Blevins. Overhead pass back to the top to Straight. Straight switching from the right to the left hand, cutting towards the basket, scoop, layup off the window and in for 2.
What a shot for Braden Straight.
Using his frame to get to the hoop, and it's a 7-point lead for the Hillmen with 8:45 remaining. Driving in is Schulting. Schulting nearly off the window and in, but Dolan there to clean it up and getting the putback to drop. Bo Dolan in double figures with 10 for East Dubuque. 67-62. Hillman in front. Back and forth we go in the finale of the Platteville Jamboree. Straight hands off to the high left to Brody Digman. Digman driving to the free throw lane. Stops his dribble at the right elbow. Gives off to Straight. Now to the top to Ryder. Catch and shoot three in the right corner's knocked down by Jerron Blevins.
Jerron Blevins knocks that one down.
16 points for Blevins. 70-62. Platteville in front of East Dubuque. Under 8 minutes to play, and the pass is deflected off the fingertips of Brody Digman from the right wing. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with East Dubuque. They will inbound on the far sideline. Today's game brought to you by Anytime Roofing. Visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project. Inbound pass gets into Bo Dolan on the high right side. He'll give off to Schulting. Schulting with a monster game, 24 points. Ball in the left corner. A pump fake by Jackson Schultz and has the ball poked away. It's stolen away by Platteville. Myron Ryder back the other way. Scoop layup. Going coast to coast and finishing for the Hillmen.
One-handed layup, 18 points for Ryder.
72-62. Platteville in front by 10. Ball out into Dolan, left side of the paint. Now out to the top to Dietzel. Dietzel hands off to Tierney, and a jumper at the free throw line off the back iron. No good. Offensive rebound blocked from behind as Straight comes away with the block, and then the ball for Platteville. Ball at the top to Brandon Straight. Ball in the right corner to Blevins. He'll hand off to Myron Ryder on the high right side. Swings it over to Straight on the left. Now Poppy in the left corner. Crossover dribble, cutting towards the basket, trying to bake it in on top of Dolan. Shot's no good, but a foul against East Dubuque, and I think this is against Dolan.
Both teams at 7 fouls, so the bonus in effect for both teams.
Fouls against Brady Dietzel. That's his second, I believe. Scoreboard says 1. But the free throw for Poppy is knocked down.
11-point lead for the Hillmen.
Biggest lead of the game for the Hillmen today. Applied Micro, computer networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. 6:52 remaining in the second half. Platteville 73, East Dubuque 62. And the second free throw for Poppy rattles in. Grady Poppy with 16 points. 12-point lead for Platteville. Biggest lead of the game for the Hillmen. Ball on the high right side to Xander Tierney. He'll lob it to the right side. Driving in, spinning his way in the lane, trying to make it in, and gets the shot to go. What a move and what a finish by Gavin Stewart. He's now got 8 points on the game. Back to a 10-point lead for Platteville, 74-64 with 6:24 remaining. Blevins trying to skip it inside. Ball loose under the bucket, and ball stolen away by the Warriors. Xander Tierney brings it across center court, pushes ahead to Schulting. Schulting puts up a jumper with 4 Platteville Hillmen surrounding him. And it's going to be a foul against one of those 4 as free throws come up for Ethan Schulting.
That's going to be on Will Zielinski, his first personal and 8th team foul for the Hillmen.
Fouls starting to add up for both teams now with 6:12 to go. And the first free throw knocked down by Schulting. Schulting now with 25 points for East Dubuque.
Insane.
Doubling his per-game average almost. It'll be exactly double if he knocks this free throw down. Second free throw is good.
And he does so.
Platteville 74, East Dubuque 66, 6:09 to play. Myron Ryder with a dribble. Drives into the paint, trying to lay it in. Ricochets off the side of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Dolan. Driving towards the basket is Sherman. Cross-court pass to the left corner to Tierney. Tierney along the baseline, trying to keep it alive, but a whistle as someone hit the deck hard.
Yeah,
I believe that's Ryder.
Yeah, he kind of got a pushed Tierney, and he's going to get the foul called on Myron Ryder.
That's the 4th on Myron Ryder. That's a huge, huge foul for Platteville.
Yeah. Definitely Myron Ryder with 18 points so far in this matchup.
Looks like Brandon Straight is going to check in for Myron Ryder. Xander Tierney at the line for the 1-and-1, 19 foul on Platteville. And the free throw missed off the front of the rim, but the offensive rebound collected, and the putback is overshot by Gavin Stewart, beg your pardon. And Platteville comes away with the ball, leading 74-66. Just over 5.5 minutes to go. Ball poked out of bounds. Last touch by Platteville, and East Dubuque will take possession with 5:37 remaining. Bo Dolan gets the inbound pass in to Sherman. Sherman met by Blevins. Sherman brings it across the timeline on the far side of the floor, angling towards the right wing. Sherman towards the basket, puts up the floater, toilet bowl's out, no good. Scramble for the rebound, it's collected by Platteville. Straight back down the floor, one-on-one, reverse layup, no good, but a foul against East Dubuque, preventing the easy points. Good foul if there ever was one. And free throws coming up for Straight.
Braden Straight, the sophomore from Mike Hoosiers Hillman, and a key asset for them this year, averaging 7.5 points per game.
He's got 15 on this game today. And the first free throw out the front of the rim, no good. After our game, we will have the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show. We'll have the Tricor Turning Point, the West End Salvage Scrapper at the game, and the Hertz's Ace Hardware MVP. Second free throw for Straight is knocked down. Straight 1 of 2 at the line, 16 points in total. 9-point lead for the Hillmen, 75-66, just over 5 minutes to go. Nice crossover dribble by Schulting, is off to the top to Dolan, now swung over to the left corner to Tierney. Now a catch and shoot three for Sherman straight ahead. Back iron, no. Offensive rebound for Dietzel. Feeds Dolan down low, and he's able to finish with the left hand. Bo Dolan having a nice game for East Dubuque as well. 12 points for him. 75-68 the score. Platteville in front. Catch and shoot three in the right corner. That one spit out, no good. Dolan boxes out for the rebound. East Dubuque back down the floor quickly. Schulting on the high right side. Gets a screen from Dietzel. They'll lob it to Dietzel at the right elbow. Dietzel spinning in the lane. Runs into a triple team. Somehow, someway gets the shot to go off the glass and in. What a move and what a finish by Dietzel.
All through contact.
6 points for Dietzel. .405 remaining, 75-70. All of a sudden, back to a 5-point lead for Platteville. Platteville led by as many as 12. Blevins on the right wing, catch and shoot three in the corner, side of the rim, no good, and East Dubuque with the rebound. Sherman back down the floor, pushing ahead to Schulting on the left wing. Schulting driving towards the basket, spinning his way in the lane. Shot no good, but a foul against Platteville.
Yeah, and that was again on Brody Digman.
It's the fourth on Digman. Double bonus time for East Dubuque the rest of the way, and with it being a 5-point game, free throws are going to be critical for both teams. First free throw swished by Schulting.
And so now he has 27 points in this one.
Coach Hoosier brings Myron Ryder back in the game with those 4 fouls. 3:42 to go. Second free throw swish for Schulting. And it's a one-possession game once again. Platteville 75, East Dubuque 72, 3:40 to go. Myron Ryder on the high left, dribbles between the rings, angling towards the right side, gives off to Blevins. Blevins out to the top to Digman. Digman drives in, kicks up. Blevins open three, straight ahead, back iron, no. And a scramble for the rebound, collected by the Hillmen. Second chance opportunity. Digman dribbles to the right side of the paint, gives off to Myron Ryder. Ryder being chased by Xander Tierney. Ryder drives in, kicks out, open three for Digman. That one rattles out, no good. Rebound collected by Tierney. East Dubuque trying to cut it to within one or tie it up on this possession with 3 minutes to go. 75-72 the score. Dietzel will hand off to Tierney on the high right side. Tierney gives off to Schulting. Schulting, crossover dribble, gets a screen from Dietzel. Picks up his dribble, gives off to the top to Dolan. Dolan to the high left to Tierney. Tierney trying to lob it in, and a push called against Platteville, and that's on Ryder. That's his 5th.
Wow.
Waiting for the scoreboard to reflect it, but I believe that is his 5th.
Yep, 5 fouls from Myron Ryder, as Braden Straight's going to have to check in for him.
Myron Ryder falls out with 18 points, leading the team in scoring. That might.
Yeah, that's crucial right there.
Bookmark that as a potential tri-court turning point. First free throw swish by the southpaw free throw shooter Sherman.
He makes it a 2-point game.
Sherman, 5 of 7 at the line. Second free throw also swished. Platteville 75, East Dubuque 74. 2:36 remaining. Jerome Blevins brings it across the timeline. Gives off to the right corner to Straight. Now to the top to Digman. Blevins, catch and shoot 3 in the corner. That one rattles out, no good. Rebound collected by East Dubuque. Warriors looking to take the lead. Sherman, dribbling in the paint. Cutting towards the basket. Left-handed layup is in.
All of a sudden, East Dubuque takes the lead.
Sherman now with 12 points. East Dubuque in front, 76-75. Over 2 minutes to go. Blevins in the right corner. Gives off to Straight on the right wing. Toss out to the top. And now to Blevins.
Under 2 minutes.
Platteville looking for a good shot. Inside to Poppy. Poppy skips it inside. Through the contact. Count the bucket. And the foul for Will Zielinski.
The 6'4" junior showing no mercy going through contact.
Great concentration by Zielinski to put the Hillman in front by 1 and an opportunity to convert the 3-point play. Zielinski averaging 4.3 points per game, 4 rebounds, and he shoots 60% from the foul line on the season. And Zielinski can't get the free throw to go. Gavin Stewart with the rebound.
1-point game.
Platteville in front by 1, 77-76. 97 seconds remaining. Ball at the top, handed off to Dolan. Dolan, left corner. Tierney thought about shooting, now dribbles out to the top of the arc. Lobs it to Dolan, backing in on Blevins. Now onto the left corner. Nice pump fake there by Tierney. Duck under move, scoop layup, too strong off the backboard. Shots off target, and the rebound collected by Platteville. Blevins back down the floor. His shot is ricocheted, but he recovers his own miss. Gives off to Poppy. Poppy, right side of the lane. Off to Blevins in the corner. Now out to the top. A minute to play. Platteville leading by 1, 77-76.
Trying to waste as much time as they can.
Poppy gives back to Blevins, and a quick foul called against East Dubuque as the Warriors now have to foul to conserve time. 51.2 seconds remaining. That'll be the third on Ethan Schulting. And Jerome Blevins at the free throw line to shoot 2, and a timeout taken by East Dubuque. 77-76, Platteville leading the East Dubuque Warriors. We're back after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
All of us have a role to play in promoting a mental health friendly workplace.
So what can I do to help?
As a CEO, I can set the tone for a supportive culture.
As a manager, I can offer assistance and accommodations.
As a coworker, I can be a source of support.
As someone with a mental health condition, I can ask for what I need to perform my best.
What can I do?
What can I do?
I can remind others that none of us are alone.
And that we all benefit from workplaces that promote good mental health.
Learn more at whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
Elena had another asthma attack. She's really sad to miss school again.
Asthma can be triggered by allergens from common pests.
I just can't shake this fever.
Mosquito bites can cause West Nile and Zika virus infections.
Sorry, boss. I'm going to be out of work for a while.
The CDC estimates that more than 300,000 Lyme disease cases spread by ticks occur in the U.S. each year. Don't let pests force you to take a sick day. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association and the CDC.
In Game 8.
Jerome Blevins at the foul line. His first free throw is knocked in. Jerome Blevins now with 17 points on the game for the Hillmen. Platteville leading 78-76 with 51.2 seconds remaining. Second free throw also knocked in. Huge free throws by Blevins.
3-point game.
79-76, 47 seconds to go. On the high right side to Gavin Stewart. Ball over his head. Lobs it into the right elbow to Dolan. Dolan cutting towards the basket, trying to get the shot off over Zielinski. Count the bucket and the foul. Bo Dolan gets the hoop and the harm, and we are one free throw away from tying things up at 79.
He's got 14 points now with the and one opportunity to tie this one up.
Falls against Zielinski, his second. Both teams in the double bonus, and the free throw made by Dolan ties it up at 79 apiece. Blevins will walk it across center court. Blevins to the top of the arc, crossover dribble. Hands off to Digman at the top. Now to Straight on the right wing. Straight with a nice crossover in the paint down low, finds Zielinski, and Zielinski has the ball ripped out of his hand. A tie-up for the basketball, possession arrow pointing to East Dubuque with 19.5 seconds left.
Really good defensive play, not fouling.
Platteville applying some pressure in the backcourt, 18 seconds to go. Schulting brings it across center court, and a timeout taken by the Warriors. It's a full timeout. We'll take one, too. 14 seconds left. 79-79. We're tied up. Back after this on X1071.
In game 9.
Dan Hicks with Paul Azinger welcoming you back to the Healthy Stand Classic.
You couldn't ask for better conditions. 68 degrees and a UV index of 3.
This direct exposure to midday sun could be increasing her risk to melanoma.
It looks like she's making a change.
Now let's see what she takes out.
Oh, wow. It looks like she's pulling out a 15.
I don't know. It looks like she's going with a 30.
Strong choice.
Incredible.
Stand Up to Cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
A few years ago, Steve Faircow's lungs were failing.
I don't think I had more than a couple weeks to live.
That's when Steve received a lung transplant made possible by an organ donor. Now Steve can do things he never imagined, like climbing 94 floors to the top of a skyscraper.
I never knew that breathing could feel this good. It's an incredible gift.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
In game 9.
Platteville 79, East Dubuque 79, 14.5 seconds left. There'll be Bowen Sherman inbounding right in front of the bench, and a lob pass down low to Dolan. Off the inbound, the bucket counts, and the foul for Bo Dolan.
Clutch.
Bo Dolan with the hoop and the harm, and another opportunity to convert a three-point play as East Dubuque is now in front 81-79.
That's his 17th point in this contest.
And the third foul on Will Zielinski. And the free throw made by Dolan makes it a three-point game. 10 seconds left, and Blevins crosses the timeline, and Mike Hoosier calls a quick timeout with 10.9 seconds remaining. It's a full stop. We're not going to take it because we don't want to miss anything here.
Definitely not.
East Dubuque 82, Platteville 79 on our Grant Regional Health Center and People State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered by Laley Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Tyler Dictanis and Kingston Clayton with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Man, oh man, have we had some barn burners these last two games that we've had as Cuba City knocked off Dodgeville. This one coming down to the absolute wire, and we alluded to this, Kingston. The potential tri-court turning point was Myron Ryder fouling out with about 10 minutes left as Platteville had a lead by as much as 12. Now all of a sudden East Dubuque back in front by 3. Platteville has to get 3 points here to tie it up.
Yeah, the leading scorer out with the remainder of the game for the Hillmen as he reached 1,000 on Thursday, but we'll see what happens as the 15-9 East Dubuque Warriors up by 3 over the 7-8 Platteville Hillmen.
On the floor for Platteville, it's Grady Poppy, Jerome Blevins, Brody Digman, Brandon Straight, and Will Zielinski. Brandon Strait will throw in the inbound pass right in front of the Platteville bench. Action resumes. Inbound pass gets into
And it looks like it's going to
Digman.
be a foul called on East Dubuque.
And they're going to call a push on Ethan Schulting. And that's the fourth on Schulting. 9.3 seconds left. Not exactly the worst foul to commit because
yeah, only two.
Only 2 free throws coming up. Platteville trails by 3. And the free throw bounces off the back iron, no good for Digman.
That's crucial.
Digman with 4 points on the game. That was his first free throw. Digman on the season, 39% at the foul line. And the second free throw also at the back iron, but it does rattle in. So it's 82-80. East Dubuque set to inbound. They have to go the length of the floor. Bo Dolan will throw it in for the Warriors.
Got a foul quicker for the Hillman.
Dolan looking for someone to pass to. He gets it in, and a quick foul on Xander Tierney will send Tierney to the line.
That foul called on Strait of Platteville.
Straight's first foul of the game. The 2 free throws coming up for Xander Tierney, and big free throws here for Tierney. And Tierney hits the first. It's a 3-point game with 8.1 to go. East Dubuque 83, Platteville 80.
This is potentially going to make it a 2-score game.
Second free throw for Tierney off the front of the rim, no good. Scramble for the rebound. Platteville comes away with it. Zielinski gets it out. Blevins brings it across the timeline. 2 seconds left. Blevins heaves it. Knocks it in! Gerard Blevins ties it up. A buzzer-beating 3 to force overtime. Gerard Blevins says a prayer and knocks it down from the high right side. And we've got free basketball in the final game of the Platteville Jamboree. Goodness gracious, what a shot by Blevins.
Desperation moment for Blevins. 21 points. And man, we're going to overtime.
Man, oh man. That is a highlight reel shot by Jerron Blevins.
100%. I mean, what a turn of events. I mean, Myron Ryder fouling out in the game as one of the only 2 seniors on this team with him and Blevins. Wow.
Well, let's look at the foul trouble for Platteville as Myron Ryder has fouled out. Brody Digman has 4. Grady Poppy has 3. And the big one to watch for East Dubuque, Ethan Schulting, the leading scorer with 28 points. He's got 4 fouls. He's one away from fouling out. He can't be the one to foul out of this game for East Dubuque. He has been a catalyst for their offense. Everyone else I see either has 2 fouls or less for East Dubuque.
A guy for the Hillman who you can't afford to foul is Braden Strait or potentially Jace Digman. Them only having 1.
Overtime basketball in Platteville. On X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Dolan at center court for East Dubuque. Grady Poppy at center court for Platteville. Here's the tip. Platteville wins it. They work again from left to right. Blevins will bring it across center court. Dribbles to the high right side. Hands off to Strait. Now a jumper for Grady Poppy off the front of the rim. No good. Goes out of bounds, and it's East Dubuque ball.
Yeah, I don't know.
And now the officials are talking about it. Are they going to reverse this? It's Platteville ball.
Yeah. Probably the correct call right there.
Grady Poppy inbounding baseline right side for the Hillman. Inbound pass gets into Blevins. Catch and shoot 3. Back iron, no. Grady Poppy with the putback to put Platteville in front. 85-83. Platteville on top of East Dubuque. 3:37 to go in overtime. Ball on the high right side to Stewart. Now to Schulting. Schulting being guarded by Poppy. Lobbed into Stewart right side of the paint. Stewart backing down. Now out to the top. Open 3 for Dolan straight ahead. Off the front of the rim, then off the backboard. Offensive rebound momentarily, but then Blevins comes away with the ball for Platteville. Outlet pass to Brandon Strait. Ball swung over to Digman on the high right side. 3:07 to go. Platteville up by 2 and in possession of the ball. Strait gives to Blevins on the left wing. Blevins gives back to the top. Now to Digman on the high left. Digman being channeled by Schulting.
Trying to set something up.
Digman gets it right back on the left wing. Driving in on Schulting. Kicks it back out to the high left. Brandon Strait. Tosses over to Digman on the right. Strait gets it right back between the rings. Now to Blevins on the high left. Inlet pass for Grady Poppy. Poppy nearly loses it, and it's going to be stolen away by East Dubuque. 1-on-2 back the other way, and the layup is made as Bowen Sherman with the steal and score for East Dubuque ties it up at 85 with 2:22 to go. Blevins at the top. Nice fake. Inlet pass, and off the window and in for Jace Digman.
6'7" junior putting that one down.
6 points for Jace Digman. 2-point lead for the Hillmen. 2:05 to play in overtime. And a foul against Blevins as Sherman lost his footing as he was driving towards the basket. Exactly 2 minutes remaining in overtime. Platteville in front by 2.
Yeah, his third personal for Jerome Blevins.
2 shots.
Bowen Sherman at the line. And the first free throw is good. A perfect 7 for 7 for Sherman in the second half at the foul line. He missed his first 2 attempts in the first half.
Definitely not the guy who you want to foul right now.
1 point lead for the Hillmen. 87-86. Bowen Sherman at the line trying to tie it up. And the free throw rattles out, and Platteville comes away with the rebound. Grady Poppy gives off to Blevins at center court. Blevins will bring it across the timeline right on top of the Platteville P at center court. Blevins gives off to the high left. Digman trying to get past his defender, picks up his dribble, look for someone to pass to, finds Brandon Strait on the right wing. Strait gives out to Poppy, and now back to Blevins on the high right. Now to Poppy, open lane, stops his dribble, puts up a floater off the back iron. No, probably got away with a travel. And East Dubuque comes away with the rebound, trailing by 1 with 1:25 to play. Gavin Stewart holding the basketball. He'll give off to Sherman. Sherman to the right wing, and the ball deflected and into the backcourt, but kept alive by Stewart. Stewart spinning in the lane, out to the right wing. Catch and shoot 3 straight ahead. Back iron, no, shot missed by Tierney, and the rebound collected by the Hillmen. 1 minute to play. Platteville 87, East Dubuque 86, beg your pardon. 1 point game.
Under 1 minute.
Grady Poppy, and timeout taken by Coach Mike Hoosier as Grady Poppy was in big trouble at center court, nearly turned the ball over. Stops the clock with 46.6 seconds. It's a full timeout. We'll take it too. We're back after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 10.
Whether you're doing schoolwork or applying for jobs, access to high-speed internet is vital. Thanks to the new Federal Affordable Connectivity Program, you may be eligible for a discount of $30 or more. Find out if you qualify and enroll at acpbenefit.org. The Public Service Commission of Wisconsin and this station are proud to bring you this message.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too.
Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
In game 10.
46.6 seconds left in overtime. Platteville 87, East Dubuque 86. Final game of the Platteville Jamboree from Platteville High School, and the Hillmen will inbound on the far sideline as we see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And a quick hand check foul called against number 23, Bowen Sherman. Had that down as his third. Scoreboard says it's his second. But the foul stops the clock with 44.4 seconds left. Platteville leading by 1, and big free throws coming up for Brandon Straight.
Straight 44% from the line.
1 of 2 so far today. The first free throw rattles in. Brandon Straight now with 17 points on the game for the Hillmen. Back to a 2-point lead for Platteville, 88-86.
Let's make it a 3-point game.
Second free throw is good. 89-86, Platteville in front. 40 seconds to go. Ball in the high left to Schulting. Schulting switches to the left hand, drives to the left side of the paint, spins his way in the lane, puts up a floater, and gets the shot to go. What a shot. What a finish by Ethan Schulting. 30 points on the game for East Dubuque. 89-88, the new score, under 20 seconds to go, and a foul called against East Dubuque. Brandon Straight back to the line.
He's 3 for 4 today at the free throw line.
Xander Tierney commits his second foul. Again, 2 free throws coming up for Brandon Straight. And the first free throw rattles out, no good. 18.4 seconds left. Platteville 89, East Dubuque 88.
The young sophomore to make it a 2-point game.
And that one switched. Platteville 90, East Dubuque 88. Ball across center court on the far side of the floor, and East Dubuque spends a timeout with 13.2 seconds remaining. Trying to draw up one last play to either tie or take the lead in overtime in game number 4 of the Platteville Jamboree. Tyler Dictanis and Kingston Clayton with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. What a finale and what a finish we have in store. Still 13.2 seconds left. But regardless of the outcome, we were treated to one heck of a ball game, especially in this finale.
Yeah, definitely, and a great game so far throughout all the 4 games that have been played.
This is Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071, WPVL FM Platteville, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered by Lely Center Monroe, and H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Platteville 90, East Dubuque 88, 13.2 seconds remaining. Platteville trying to hold on and go to 500 to go to 8-8. East Dubuque looking for win number 16 as they are 15-9, coming off the win last night against Scales Mountain, 67-43. The next game for both these teams, East Dubuque has a game Tuesday against Warren. And then Platteville's next game will be next Friday here against Lancaster. We'll have that game on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. But we'll pick it up after the East Dubuque timeout. Xander Tierney inbounding on the far side of the floor for the Warriors. 13.2 seconds left. Platteville leads by 2. Here's the inbound. Overhead pass, and it's intercepted by Jace Digman, and a foul against East Dubuque. Stops the clock with 10.4, and Platteville with an opportunity to put the game away potentially with 2 free throws coming up for Grady Poppy.
What a snag as Warriors forced a foul.
Jack Digman using every bit of that frame, or Jace Digman, I should say, using that 6'7" frame to come away with the ball under the basket. And the first free throw swish for Poppy. 91-88, 10.4 seconds left.
To make it a 4-point game.
Huge free throw for Grady Poppy. Second free throw, no good. Rebound collected by East Dubuque, 9 seconds left. Stewart brings it across center court, stops his dribble, hands off to Sherman, loading up for three. Back iron, no. And Platteville comes down with the rebound, and the Hillmen win a thriller to cap off the Platteville Boys Basketball Jamboree. Your final score, Platteville 91, East Dubuque 88. What a game. Platteville goes to 8-8 overall. Their next game, as we said, next Friday night. It'll be against Lancaster here at home on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And the East Dubuque Warriors fall to 15-10, I should say. And their next game will be Tuesday against Warren. We'll try and catch our breath.
Yeah,
As our our Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show coming up after this. Our Tri-Core Turning Point, West End Salvage Scrap of the Game, and the Herm's Ace Hardware MVP all straight ahead on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game 3 minutes.
It's been said that when someone you love has Parkinson's, you have Parkinson's.
The Parkinson's Foundation knows that the disease doesn't just affect the diagnosed. It affects everyone who supports and helps care for them.
If you have questions, the Parkinson's Foundation has answers.
We can help you understand the disease
and give you tips for living a better life.
Find your answers at parkinson.org or call 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
You want to give your baby everything, so start with a safe sleep area. Babies younger than 1 should always be placed to sleep on their backs on a firm and flat surface like a safety-approved crib. And keep blankets, pillows, and other soft or loose items out of the crib when the baby is in it. Learn more about safe sleep for babies at safetoSleep.nichd.nih.gov. Sponsored by the Eunice Kennedy Shriver National Institute of Child Health and Human Development.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hey y'all, I'm Kelly Clarkson. Every American dreams of creating a better life for his or her family, but in some communities, those dreams face difficult challenges. When we come together to help those in need get the same opportunities as everyone else, we truly are making our country a better place to live for all of us. So look for volunteer opportunities in your community to help others achieve the American dream, all right? This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
We stand on the shoulders of the women who came before us.
Women who were told they were bad with money.
Women who couldn't even get a credit card without a man co-signing.
Women who fought for their own financial futures.
And now it's our turn to lead the way.
Join us at WeSaySaveIt.org,
where women of all ages and all budgets are learning how to save for retirement.
You work hard.
You make money.
Now make that money work for you.
Invest in yourself at WeSaySaveIt.org.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
It's time for the Tri-State Roofing Postgame Show. This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Time now for the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. What a thrilling game we had here in Platteville to close out the 2026 Platteville Boys Basketball Jamboree. Platteville wins it in overtime over East Dubuque, 91-88. Tyler Dictanis and Kingston Clayton with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. I think we caught our breath, so let's talk about the individual scoring for both these teams. Let's start off with Platteville. They were led in scoring today by Jerome Blevins, 21 points on the game, 19 points for Grady Poppy, 18 for Myron Ryder, who fouled out of the game with 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll talk about that moment in just a little bit. Also 19 points for Braden Strait. There were 4 players in double figures for Platteville on the game. Other scorers include Jace Digman with 6. He had some big buckets down the home stretch, and Will Zielinski had a big and one opportunity to keep Platteville in it in regulation. He had 2. Everyone who saw action for Platteville got points on their stat line as a team. Platteville was 19 of 24 from the foul line, and they had 9 3-pointers on the game. The biggest one, though, was Jerome Blevins hitting that 3 from the high right side as time expired to tie it up to send it to overtime when we were at 83 apiece. And ultimately helped Platteville get the victory in overtime today by 3, 91-88. East Dubuque, they were led in scoring today by an outstanding performance by Ethan Schulting, 30 points on the game. 18 points for Bo Dolan, 15 for Bowen Sherman. 8 points for Gavin Stewart. 2 points for Jackson Schultz and 6 for Xander Tierney. East Dubuque started the game 0 of 5 at the foul line, and they finished 19 of 27 at the foul line today. They had 3 3-pointers on the game. Platteville goes to 8-8, and East Dubuque drops to 15-10. And now it's time for some post-game awards, as we need to pick out the Herms's Ace Hardware MVP, our Tri-Core Turning Points, and the West End Salvage Scrapper of the game. And I think there's a couple different routes that we could go. The one I'm going to submit for MVP is going to be Myron Ryder with his outstanding performance in the game, and our scrapper of the game is going to be Jerome Blevins, because I thought his clutch shooting down the stretch, especially with Ryder out of the game, really kept Platteville in it, and that was the catalyst for what Platteville needed to get the win today.
Yeah, and those 2 seniors, the only seniors on this Platteville Hillman squad, and I mean, just what a clutch shot by Jerome Blevins. But you got to look at Myron Ryder, what he kind of put him throughout the first 2 quarters, and unfortunately fouling out as the Hillmen pick up that win.
Yep, and we saw Platteville lead by as many as 12. East Dubuque clawed their way back into it. Platteville was leading by 3 when Myron Ryder fouled out of the game with about 2 minutes left to go, and you're thinking, boy, that might be the thing that turns things over. East Dubuque took the lead for a brief moment late in the second half, and then Will Zielinski had that big hoop and harm.
Yeah, the end one.
Yep, to tie it up. And then East Dubuque takes a 3-point lead in the final seconds, and Blevins right on the high right side as we had it right on our vantage point, and it just kind of seems like he said a prayer, threw it up. The shot went down, and we had free basketball to close out the Platteville Boys Basketball Jamboree, and that huge 3-pointer is our Tri-Core Turning Point, brought to you by Tri-Core Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tri-Core Insurance today. Yes, there were other moments in overtime where the game was kind of back and forth between the 2 teams, but we don't have that 3-pointer, we don't have overtime, and we don't have a Platteville victory today.
Exactly.
All right, so our Herms's Ace Hardware MVP is Myron Ryder, brought to you by Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Maine and Platteville. And our West End Salvage Scrapper of the game is Jerron Blevins of the Platteville Hillmen, the player whose hustle and scrapping has stood out and trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. And our Tri-Core Turning Point, as we mentioned earlier, brought to you by Tri-Core Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tri-Core Insurance today. We'll take our last break, and we'll do a final check on the Shoebox scoreboard. We'll get you some of the updates on some of the games from around our area, and we'll close up shop on a very busy day of high school boys basketball here in Platteville. Closing up the Platteville Boys Basketball Jamboree from Platteville High School. The finale goes to the Platteville Hillmen in overtime, 91-88. Our postgame show wraps up after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
Hi, Vicky. How's your knee doing?
It feels better, Doctor. Those painkillers worked great. I was hoping to get some more.
We're being very careful with prescription painkillers. Let's continue with therapy and off-the-shelf anti-inflammatories for now.
Prescription painkillers are America's newest epidemic, causing abuse and addiction for millions. The smaller the dose prescribed and taken, the better. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons and the Orthopedic Trauma Association. Visit orthoinfo.org/prescription safety.
At the YMCA, finding your why starts by making an impact together, touching lives for the better. It can be the gift of time or treasure, supporting a community through talent without measure. Here, compassion fuels commitment, finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why and get involved today at ymca.org for a better us.
How do you give hope to a child in the foster care system? It starts with your heart. That tug you feel on yours when you hear that children are waiting for a stable, loving influence to speak up for their best interests. And then it becomes your time. What started out as a feeling that maybe you could make a difference becomes the difference. Change a child's story. There is a child waiting for a volunteer like you.
Learn how you can help at nationalcasagal.org.
In honor of all those we've lost to cancer and those still fighting and thriving, like basketball analyst Dick Vitale.
I want to beat cancer. I'm going to beat it. That's no doubt in my mind. I'm going to win this battle.
Defeating cancer will take all of us. At the V Foundation, V is for victory over cancer. V is for victory over giving up.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Join our team in the fight against cancer at V.org.
Post game, 2 minutes.
Closing up shop on the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show on X1071 of the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Platteville, your winner in overtime over East Dubuque, 91-88. We're going to talk to the victorious head coach, Mike Hoosier of the Platteville Hillmen, because, one, I don't get to talk to Coach all that often because Steve Prescott hoards all these games here in Platteville. But, Coach, congrats on the win. What an exciting ball game we had here. A fun day of basketball for the Platteville Boys Basketball Jamboree. Talk about this win first off, because a very back-and-forth game, a lot of momentum swings. Blevins hits a miracle three-pointer to send it to overtime, and your team had to grind it out, especially with Myron Ryder fouling out of the game with about 2 minutes to go. Talk about this win and what it means for the Platteville season, because this gritty win is one of those character-building wins you would think heading down the home stretch of the season.
Yeah, Tyler, and it's great to have you guys here today on what was, I thought, a really good day of basketball. First time doing this in a while, and it was a good event and a lot of good games. Yeah, that was quite a game. That's what I can put it. A lot of swings and momentum. We just told the kids we had a game like this at New Glarus in early January. I think we lost 92-91 in overtime. And at that time I remember thinking we're just maybe not quite ready to win a game like that with our youth and just kind of where we were at in our process. And today Myron falls out. That didn't make it easier for us. But our guys really made some plays and showed some toughness. And East Dubuque is just, man, they're a good team. They're really good. And Coach Shaver does an awesome job with them. And Coach Shaver and I have known each other for a long time, and got the utmost respect for them and their program and what they do. And but our guys made some plays at the end that they had to make, and our with Myron not out there, we had to have guys step up, and they really did.
Yeah, they definitely did, and it was a very balanced scoring attack all around. Blevins had 21, 19 points for Poppy, 18 points for Myron, and 19 for Braden Strait. So you were getting production all around the floor, and that has to help as far as being able to determine who gets the ball in key situations.
It does. We're kind of a ball dominant team with Myron out there and Grady and 1A and 1B, and Duran has done a really nice job of playing off of it. But when we're at our best, we have balance like that, like most high school teams are. And they shared it well today. I thought 88 points, we probably didn't get enough stops when we really wanted them, but we got them when we needed them to, right? And it's an area we're getting better. And I think the one thing is East Dubuque is really skilled. Sometimes you can guard it exactly how you need to, and the offense is just going to make plays, and you got to live with it and move on to the next one. So, what does it mean moving forward? It means we get to enjoy Saturday. When we come back Monday, we're back to square one and trying to get better every day.
Yep, absolutely. The next game is coming up next Friday, so a bit of a layoff before the next game. We'll have that game on X1071 when you take on the Lancaster Flying Arrows. We saw them earlier today. They lost to Galena, and since the turn of the calendar to 2026, we thought Platteville was going to run away with it, or Lancaster was going to run away with it. We thought, and then Lancaster now 5-5 in the month or in the year of 2026, heading into the matchup coming up on Friday, and the SWC feels a lot more wide open all of a sudden now than it did earlier. Talk about the second half of conference play coming up for the Hillmen and what the goals are for the Hillmen down the home stretch of the season.
Yeah, for us, it's just getting better every day. We can't focus too much on Friday night. We'll focus on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, and of course get ready for the Arrows. And listen, it's a long season, so teams, go through these periods where they maybe just don't play as well as they'd like to be playing. We'll see the best version of them Friday night. I know that. Coach Knapp is a good coach, does a good job with his guys. But, when we played them the first time, Tyler, and we had a historically bad shooting night, 0 for 29 from 3, which, it is what it is. And that's what we told the kids. Listen, those things happen, but championships aren't won in December. And so we're going to keep true to our process. We know it works here with us. It may not work in other places, but for us, it has worked. And so we're going to stay true to that. We're going to play hard, go after it, and whatever that result is, we'll evaluate it for that day and move on to the next. I think when you look at all the teams in the area, maybe with the exception of Darlington, they're outstanding. Right. Every team is kind of going through different stages of the season right now where they're at. So you can't get too caught up in what we either saw today or the last 3 weeks with teams. You got to presume you're going to get their best.
Yeah, this is shaping out to be one of the weirdest basketball seasons I can remember, because you think a team's going to be dominant, and then all of a sudden things end up going a different way, and then a team suddenly becomes a contender out of nowhere.
Yeah, and we've thought all along that our best basketball is ahead of us.
Yeah.
And I still feel that. I don't think we're even close to where we need to be yet. And I think the kids would agree with that, which is really refreshing when they acknowledge that.
Right.
And they know we can get better. But this was a good week for us, and kind of get back to even and kind of reset, and now hopefully we're ready for the stretch run.
Yeah, but hopefully the momentum carries from today's game against Lancaster on Friday. We'll have that game again on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Coach, always fun to catch up with you, and good luck the rest of the way.
You got a good one with you today. Kingston does a great job for us. We've been fortunate with Seth Wilson and Kingston and then you guys and Steve. So we really appreciate you guys being here and all the coverage. So thanks a lot.
Yep, appreciate it, Coach. Always fun to catch up with you. And yeah, I think the first time I've covered a game in Platteville in I think 4 years, because again, Steve usually takes all these games, and what a treat it was to see this one.
You need to pull rank on him.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a great Saturday.
Yep, appreciate it. Coach Mike Hoosier joining us on our Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show as Platteville wins in overtime over East Dubuque, 91-88. Let's look at the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Some final scores we can tell you about. Barneveld beats Prairie du Chien in girls basketball 67-44. Barneveld beats Prairie du Chien in boys basketball 66-30. Mentioned earlier at the SWC Swall Clash, Briggs Weigel, the champion at 132 pounds for Belmont Platteville. Let's see if we can get some updated team scores in just a second. Team scoring: Lancaster currently in first place with 184 team points. Iowa Grant Highland in second with 159.5. Third place, Mineral Points, Riverdale fourth, and Prairie du Chien fifth. You can catch the rest of that over on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. John Satterley, Scott Tolzman, and Chuck Rasmussen calling all the action there. The final scores from the other games at the Platteville Jamboree. Dubuque Hempstead beat Monona Grove in the first game 63-35. Galena over Lancaster 81-56. And Cuba City comes away with a win over Dodgeville 83-77. An upset. The Cubans over the Dodgeville Dodgers. Darlington, well, that was from the other day. Wisconsin Badgers over Ohio State, 92-82 earlier on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL. And one other score, I think, we have Mineral Point over Johnson Creek in boys basketball, 76-53. And that looks like all the final scores on our Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Again, the SWC Swall Clash still going on over on 97.7 Country WGLR at the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And want to give a big shout out to my colleague here, Kingston Clayton, for hanging out with us for all 3 games that we had on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. Fun afternoon of basketball.
Yeah,
it was a busy, busy day. An overtime thriller to close things out here today. And for the Platteville Hillmen, as Coach said, get back to 500, and you have a bit of a layoff before the next game against the Flying Arrows, they're trying to suddenly get their wheels turning once again. The SWC feels pretty wide open right now, and we'll see what things have in store for the Platteville Hillmen the rest of the way.
For sure. Thank you again, Tyler. It's been a great day of basketball, like you said. Great 3 games. And last one to cap it off on Number 11 sent it to overtime, and the Hillmen getting the win here on X1071.
Yeah, that's going to be on the highlight reel. I'll have that one on TikTok sometime before this evening. As again, the Platteville Hillmen victorious over East Dubuque, 91-88. That'll put a bow on our broadcast here from Platteville High School. Thank you to Mike Foley and the entire staff here at Platteville High School for being gracious hosts and helping us out with our radio and streaming efforts here today. Thanks to all the coaches that we had for all 3 games across our Queen Bee Radio family of stations today, and to Coach Mike Hoosier for joining us on our post-game show just a little bit ago. Thanks to all of our sponsors who help us bring high school sports to you, and thank you for listening and watching along. This has been Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071, WPVL FM Platteville, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered by Lely Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Our next basketball games come up on Monday night. A pair of girls basketball games. We'll have Cuba City at Belmont on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We'll also have Mineral Point at Fenimore in a Swall girls matchup right here on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. You can catch the full Queen Bee Radio Sports schedule at AM1590WPVL.com. For the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, for Kingston Clayton, I'm Tyler Dutanis. Thank you again so much for joining us. Good night from Platteville. We'll see you for more basketball on Monday night.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
X1071 is
WPVL-FM, Platteville, Galena, and Dubuque's source for extreme hit music.
online at x1071.com.
Playing the hits.
Extreme hit, X1071.